Do eggs really cause heart disease? Or is it just a myth to limit our egg consumption? Over the years, many health experts and research studies have labeled eggs as bad for our cardiovascular health because of their supposed high cholesterol content. They have long suggested that the cholesterol in eggs is a major contributor to cardiovascular diseases like stroke and heart attacks. However, recent investigations have shed new light on this issue, indicating that eggs may have been wrongly accused, at least to some extent. Many beliefs about eggs are not entirely true, as they have been influenced by outdated research. With more recent studies available, we'll reveal the shocking truth about eggs and heart disease in this video. Prepare for an eye-opening exploration as we discuss the safety of adding eggs to your diet by covering topics like cholesterol types and the impact of trans and saturated fats on health. We'll also dive into the historical myth surrounding egg consumption and its alleged connection to heart diseases. Is it true or false? Well, there is only one way to find out. So without further ado, let's get started. Heart disease is a significant health concern in the United States that surpasses all other diseases in terms of fatalities. Studies show that our dietary choices and lifestyle greatly influence our risk of developing cardiovascular issues, and certain foods like eggs have been thought to be one of the leading causes of cardiovascular diseases worldwide. The high cholesterol content in eggs has often been singled out as a primary contributor to heart disease, leading to numerous studies labeling egg consumption as a likely cause of chronic heart conditions. This has sparked extensive debate over the years regarding the impact of eggs on cardiovascular health. Even analyses of all available research on this matter have yielded conflicting results. While some studies suggest no association between egg consumption and heart disease risk, others indicate a potential increase in risk. Now let's analyze the reason why egg consumption has been linked to cardiovascular diseases by running a little background check on cholesterol. Despite its bad reputation, cholesterol is vital for our bodies. It's a waxy substance present in every cell and serves important functions like maintaining cell structure, aiding digestion, and regulating hormone production. While it's true that when cholesterol is consumed in excess, it can increase heart disease risk, not everyone responds to dietary cholesterol the same way. People with certain risk factors for heart disease, such as high blood pressure or high cholesterol levels, need to limit their cholesterol intake to at least 200 milligrams daily. This is close to the 186 milligrams of cholesterol found in one large egg. However, for those without such risk factors, the recommended daily limit is 300 milligrams. This suggests that consuming an egg a day may not necessarily exceed the recommended limit for people without specific heart disease risk factors. The cholesterol in eggs is primarily found in the yolk, so people with heart disease or at risk can opt for egg whites to avoid raising their cholesterol levels. This allows you to still enjoy the nutritional benefits of eggs, as egg whites are rich in protein and other nutrients. In fact, eggs are one of the perfect proteinous foods that contain all the 9 essential amino acids. Egg yolks are particularly important for healthy growth and development and can be given to children to support their overall well-being. In recent years, the link between dietary cholesterol and heart disease has become vague, leading organizations like the 2015 Dietary Guidelines for Americans to no longer recommend limiting dietary cholesterol intake. This shift is based on research indicating that for most people, consuming cholesterol from food does not substantially elevate blood cholesterol levels. Instead, saturated fats and trans fats are identified as the primary dietary factors contributing to high blood cholesterol levels. However, they have since revised their guidelines to state that healthy Australians need not restrict egg consumption. They now recommend that people living with type 2 diabetes, or those at risk of developing it, can include between 6 to 12 eggs weekly as part of their overall healthy diet. Similarly, in Canada, prominent health organizations like the Canadian Cardiovascular Society, the Heart and Stroke Foundation, and Diabetes Canada have updated their guidelines on dietary cholesterol. These organizations no longer advocate for a limit on dietary cholesterol intake for healthy adults. To know how dietary cholesterol affects our heart health, it's important to understand the difference between blood cholesterol and dietary cholesterol. Blood cholesterol is produced in the body and plays an important role in maintaining cell membranes and producing certain hormones. Dietary cholesterol, on the other hand, is found in some foods, such as eggs. While dietary cholesterol is often considered a risk factor for heart disease, not all cholesterol is bad for you. High-density lipoprotein, or HDL cholesterol, often referred to as good cholesterol, plays an important role in removing low-density lipoprotein, or LDL cholesterol, from the body. Since LDL cholesterol is known as bad cholesterol, it can accumulate in the arteries and lead to an increased risk of heart disease. One reason why many experts now believe that dietary cholesterol isn't as bad for you as previously thought is because they don't really increase your cholesterol levels. When you eat more cholesterol from food, your body responds by producing less cholesterol. This means that the cholesterol you consume doesn't directly translate to an increase in LDL cholesterol levels. In other words, your body self-regulates to keep blood cholesterol levels in check. Nevertheless, many health experts advise their patients to support their heart health by eating foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats have been shown to boost HDL cholesterol levels, which in turn helps to reduce the risk of heart disease. However, there's a catch. Recent studies have linked high blood levels of good HDL cholesterol to dementia, according to a recent study published by Western Pacific in the Lancet Regional Health. The research found that higher levels of HDL cholesterol may be associated with an increased risk of dementia in older adults. Specifically, people with high HDL levels had a 27% increased risk of dementia compared to those with lower levels. Recent studies have found that the cholesterol in eggs may not have as much of an impact on heart disease risk as once thought, and that other factors, such as the overall dietary pattern, especially those high in trans and saturated fats, play a role in the development of heart diseases. The foods commonly paired with eggs, like steak, sausage, and ham, tend to be high in trans and saturated fats, which can pose a greater risk of heart disease compared to eggs alone. When you eat saturated fats such as butter and cheese, it is broken down in the gut and absorbed into the bloodstream. From there, it can be taken up by the liver, where it is converted into cholesterol and released back into the bloodstream. This can eventually lead to an increase in LDL cholesterol, which is considered the bad cholesterol because it can build up in the arteries and increase the risk of heart disease. The amount of LDL cholesterol in the blood can also be influenced by both dietary factors and genetic factors. While eggs do contain a small amount of saturated fat, cooking them with oil or butter can equally add additional saturated fat to the dish. This can increase the risk of heart disease, as too much saturated fat in the diet can cause an increase in LDL cholesterol. For this reason, it's best to cook eggs using a method that doesn't require the use of additional fat, like boiling or poaching. This way, you can enjoy all the benefits of eggs without the risk of increasing your saturated fat intake. It's equally important to consider the quality of the eggs you consume. Eggs from free-range chickens allowed to roam outdoors and forage naturally tend to be more nutritious due to their varied diet. Free-range chickens have access to outdoor spaces where they can forage for insects, plants, and other natural foods. This varied diet can result in eggs that are richer in nutrients like vitamins A, E, and omega-3 fatty acids. In contrast, chickens raised in confined environments may be fed a diet that is primarily composed of grains and soy, which may lack the diversity of nutrients found in a natural diet. Some chickens may also be given hormones or antibiotics to promote growth or prevent diseases, which can potentially affect the quality of the eggs they produce. And when it comes to maintaining good cholesterol levels, it will interest you to know that healthy foods like fruits, fatty fish, legumes, and whole grains can help reduce and maintain your body's cholesterol levels in various ways. Other lifestyle factors like regular physical activity can also lower cholesterol levels and improve overall heart health. This means that engaging in regular physical activity can lower LDL cholesterol and increase HDL cholesterol. So try to aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise weekly. Quitting smoking is another way to improve cholesterol levels and decrease the risk of heart disease. Don't also forget to maintain regular communication with your healthcare provider to ensure that your cholesterol levels are being monitored and kept within a healthy range. These lifestyle habits, along with a balanced diet, can greatly contribute to maintaining healthy cholesterol levels and reducing your risk of heart disease. Now over to you, Vitali Voyagers. What's your take on the egg and heart disease debate? Let us know in the comments below. But apart from cholesterol levels, did you know that there are some weird signs we often ignore that indicate your liver is in trouble? Click on the video showing on your screen right now to discover 11 of these signs to enable you to take preventive measures. See you there!